love technology. I have to upload 2 videos now. These new iPhones have a pause feature, which is really cool. But I didn't put it, I should have set it down. It's so hot out here, I was worried it's gonna overheat. So I stuck it in my pocket, and of course I bumped the button that does it and shut the, so there'll be 2 videos. There'll be part 1, part 2, and whatnot, okay? So I'm not gonna go into everything on this. I'm just gonna real quick do this guy. All right, there's 2 broken studs here. I always like to point those, anything like that. It's pretty common on these old CJs. I'm surprised the other ones didn't break off there. Not a big deal. There's still quite a bit of meat there to grab. But I like to show you that, so at least you go, okay, I know there's gonna be something. What is that something? And if it's something simple like that, no big deal. Whereas, you know, you got a blown out frame somewhere, that's a much bigger deal. So, okay. But again, the mounts are all very clean. We left the brackets on for your engine. Sway bar bolts for these sway bars, they will come off. In less than a chance I don't have time to pull them, but we do sell a kit for the sway bar because not all Jeeps came with sway bars. They're actually kind of hard to find. Nice clean threads on all this side here, all the way down. This one is all good. This one here is actually popped, and you can nut zert that guy, which is pretty easy. There's kits out there. It's essentially what they've done here as well. And then these ones, the bolts just got left, but you can see the clean threads down in there. So that's not a factory bolt in there, so I leave that one out. This is, okay, so you got nice ones there. And it's nice, I mean, again, this is kind of like the front area. There's always one of these that ends up breaking off. I'd rather have where you're just dealing with a hole, and like I said, throw a nut zert there. You can do it another way. There's an access point there. Not real hard to fix that one, but I do like to say, you know, show you at least something on them like that. Anything that, you know, anything that you see on it, just so you can go, okay, I got, you know, 20 minutes on that, probably another 20, 30 minutes on those 2, and then that's it. This frame is beautiful. Other than that, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's no rot. And watch that first part 1 video of it, because it really goes into depth about all that stuff, and shows you the top of the frame, which this video is not going to show, just because I already did 10 minutes on that already. So, and I got to get going on a couple other things out here. But okay, so back support, absolutely gorgeous. All your mounts, just like I talked about before, excellent. The back corners are a little banged up. That's pretty common on them, and those ones are actually pretty dang straight, to be quite honest with you. Usually these back corners are almost folded in. Sometimes that back support has been so beat up, it's all together, just needs to be replaced. But that back support is in excellent shape. I wouldn't replace it. I can clean it up a little bit, but that's about it. And then again, the rest of this frame is absolutely gorgeous, inside and outside. And it measured in just right where it should be. Only have a couple more that are, this is the cleanest one I have left, but the other ones are pretty dang nice too. So I'm not going to discount. We got 3 CJs in the last month. We just absolutely were blessed to find, because CJs have gotten so freaking hard to get. And the more time goes on, the less there are out there, and the less people are actually willing to let them go. So for our purpose anyway. All right, so again, Jeremy here, Jeeps Unlimited, partsbreakers.com, 303-666-9020. I'm going to send this off. For those of you who catch this video and are interested in this particular frame, it's not a for sure that it's gone, but this is a final approval in a sense video. There's somebody that I have lined up for this frame. So if you call on it and say, that's the frame I want, yeah, it likely won't be this frame. I will look at another one for you and try to get you as clean as well, and get you a whole different video on it. That's the way we do them. So don't buy anything from us unless you're getting a video. Now, I only have myself out here right now, but I have sometimes guys out here working for us on the phones, and you know, they get excited and they want to help you out, and they ramble off, and customers are just excited. But we really encourage you to take the time, as we do here, watch these videos, see the frame that you're going to be receiving. This frame doesn't represent any other frame. It's just this frame. So what you see is what you get. And every single frame, and yes, it takes a shit ton of time to do it this way, but I just feel like it's the way to go. I've never had a frame come back. I've never had a tub come back, and I like that, and that's the way I want to keep it. So we're going to insist on it, even if you don't want it, to take a look at it and at least say green light, and then we'll get a deposit, In some cases, full payment, just depends on how we're shipping it, and we'll get it rolling and get it out to you. And if you need anything else, as you can see, now the yard is getting moved right now. It looks a little spacey, but that's because a lot of the Jeeps are getting, as they get moved around, instead of moving back here, they're getting pushed to the back. This whole entire yard over here, there's 7 acres here. There's a 5 acre lower lot and a 2 acre upper, is getting moved all over here. Now, and that's not permanent. That's just to rearrange, because we're taking all our racking out over here, all our Connex boxes, and we're putting in some concrete slabs, and we're gonna move all of our parts closer. At the time when we moved out here, and this was my thought, and it was a bad thought, I thought I wanted to, there was wasted space over there. I wanted to have, you know, all of our stuff over there. It's kind of how we set our yard up in Erie, and it was a terrible idea for 2 main reasons. One, it's not very common that you have very eager employees that want to go above and beyond and put things away in the right place, let alone put things in the right place that are, you know, a couple 100 yards away from where they're taking it apart. So we figured out that if it's closer to where they're taking it apart, they're more likely to put it away where it goes and not just random places. That's been a big drag on trying to follow everybody around the broomstick. And then the second reason is we don't have any salt here. We have great weather most of the year. I mean, very mild temperatures. We're high mountain desert. That's why our stuff is rust free. But the one thing we have out here that is the bane of everyone in this valley's existence is we have adobe mud. And I shit you not, this mud, it is the stickiest. So when it rains out here, snows out here, we get very little snow, but a little bit of rain, and we get this immediate fluff that happens on the topsoil. It doesn't matter how packed down it is. And if you walk out here, every step you'll gain an inch. I promise you, it is literally like that. So it's the same way when our parts, they just get, I don't want to walk back there. So it just is another obstacle. So we're going to move everything a little bit closer and really slim down in the size or footprint, even though we'll still have this big old yard. And that whole, again, that idea behind that is just, you know, more space is not always better. You just find more crap to put out there. And I think we can get a little bit more streamlined like we used to be by trying to run it with a smaller footprint and kind of using this for overflow and washing and all the other stuff that we're trying to do out here. So, okay, that's it. That's our update right now. I'm leaving Grand Junction. I was supposed to leave next week. I'm going to leave next week. My son's birthday is the end of next week. I may be just doing original plan and coming down next week, and then delivering the following week. The only thing that might hold me up a little bit, oh, there's jets flying over. Those are always cool to see. They come in every afternoon, and yesterday they had the big old choppers that came in. Anyway, but the only thing that may catch me up a little bit is I'm trying to take my mid-size truck. It's a Kodiak, and I blew we think we might have blown the tranny in it. If I blown the tranny, then it doesn't matter. I'm going to leave next week. I'll take the little truck. But if I didn't blow the tranny and we can get it up and going,